Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your favorite property and financial literacy person, Seanland, in the house. And today we're gonna go to actually a problem. That's right. When you get into property, you're always faced with problems. And I've got some rising damp in one of my properties. Agents already let me know about all of the issues. He sent me some pictures and I sent some of my most trusted guys to go and have a look at the property. They've already started taking the floor up, and when you get things like rising damp, it's basically water from the ground coming upwards and it's going up in the property, and you can start to see all of the paint bubbling and it will be quite damp. So to solve this, you actually need to take the plaster off, take the floorboards up. You need to make sure there's a membrane or a protective barrier where the water hits up and then just goes back down. So the new holes may need to be drilled here, new membrane needs to be put down, new screeding. So let's have a little look at this one. I thought it'd be great for you guys to see a day in the life of what a property developer does. We're in the BMW today, left the Bentley at home, and it's more about being practical. Now, you can only get into property if you start being clever with your money. So if you start saving your money, managing it better, then you can end up using that pot of cash to put down as deposits on houses, and in turn that gets you passive income. And if you go to some of my previous videos, I try to break down to you how to get emergency funds so you can think with clarity and not from a place of, you know, where you're worried about finances. But we're just about to get to the property now, so follow us in and let's see. It's actually a house that's converted into 2 flats, so I get double bubble on the rent, and we're gonna see what the downstairs is saying. So I can't wait for this one. Follow me. Guys have already started, the rubbish is out at the front, and let's see what it's all about. Hi guys, how are you?
Good, and you?
Yeah, not too bad. So we're in the property, guys, and it's actually a 2-bedroom place. This is the living room where we're at. Over here, it's actually a tenant has moved out briefly to go and stay somewhere else while the works are being done, which is fortunate for us. But here is the place where the damp has been occurring. It's been rising damp coming up, and it's all because that there isn't a membrane. It's normally called a DPC, which is a damp proof course, which normally stops water from rising up any further. But because that isn't here and someone's done this extension a little bit like a bit of a cowboy, we now need to take these floorboards up, drill some holes and put this inside, which is a damp proof cream. And every 10 centimeters, when we're gonna put that across, that's gonna stop any damp coming through. We also need to allow the bricks to dry out so it doesn't stay wet, because we need to rebond it, replaster it, reskim it, just to make it look all good. Over here, we've got the same sort of issue. Here's one of us guys from Toolbar in the house as well, but this has actually got tiles down here, and again, when the boys have dug down a little bit, we can see that there isn't no damp proof course here, so we need to put a membrane down before we screed it, put new plaster, and making sure that it's all dried out. So that's what we're going to be working on. It's not a job that I really wanted to do, but to deal with quality housing for all of your tenants, you must make sure you don't have issues like this. And I'm not one of them landlords who are gonna do a quick job and then have a problem a year or 2 later. I'm gonna be one of them landlords who's gonna fix this for long term, because I don't wanna come back to this job. We're busy doing other things, and by coming back to these jobs again and again, it's more time, more energy, and more things wasted. And I don't trust anyone apart from Torba, because these guys do things properly. I've seen them build extensions, renovate bathrooms. They've done front of my commercial buildings, and not only that, they are doing all of these small little renovation jobs, and they do it properly. And that's what you want to do. Get it right first time, otherwise you pay double later. As we're just doing this job, guys, what we're looking out for is the damp proof membrane, in terms of putting the right silicones into the wall to stop the rising damp in the water. But we now need to do some of the interior design. I normally like a grey whitey, because it's just like quite a neutral color. White on the walls, looks nice and clean. put a nice frame on, and it's easy to maintain. At the same time, guys, we're looking at the thickness of the flooring. We've actually chosen a 12mm flooring purely because it takes out anything uneven on the floor, and we found it at a very good price as well. We're also using a foil backed underlay, so in case there's any moisture coming up, it doesn't affect the flooring at all. And last final till, let's see what we can do to just meet our targets on our job. Let's have a little look through here. So this is the kitchen area, guys. Very nice and clean. It's quite rented and tenant standard. Here is a bathroom around the back. And this is the garden, guys. Bit of an old shed, probably needs to be removed. Here's the building from the outside, and believe it or not, I own that property over there as well. So if you come around here and you see right that end building, if you see that house over there, so we're gonna get rid of some of this rubbish at the same time while we're here. So that was just a quick little vlog. I hope you really enjoyed that, because I know you like to come on site with me, see what it's all about. But don't forget about your money. Get your money right. Now, if you have an emergency bill that comes up, guys, do you think of a place of clarity, or do you just want to solve that problem? And by solving that problem, you might just make a rash decision by taking money out on a credit card to pay another credit card, or pay that emergency bill that you didn't see coming. Instead, if you have things like emergency funds, you can then start saving a little bit every single month. So when a surprise bill comes, you've got an emergency buffer there. You've got money going into savings, money going into investments, and in turn, you're building legacy for your future self. So when opportunities rise, you can get involved straight away. So don't forget to get your money right. And if this is something that you want to learn more about, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I drop videos on financial literacy and getting your money a lot better. Not only that, is we're going to be doing in-person events very soon. So I want to get you involved in the room. So make sure you subscribe so you know all about this, and follow me on Seanland_1. For those of you who want to take action today and go, well, how do I get better with my money? How do I know what's right to do? Then I've also got my book out, and I'll put the link in the description below. It's not even 20 quid, guys, and these things can change your life by showing you how somebody went from McDonald's to millions. So before we go, make sure you subscribe, leave me a comment, and share this with someone who needs to see it. Peace.